Alright guys, I'm Baz, WELDERFABBER. Welcome back to the channel. So we've just finished the last chapter on the roll-on, roll-off skip in the workshop. And we've just started the new chapter now. And we're going to go head up to Bacup. Well, me and Callie are going to head up to Bacup to look at this belt that's damaged on a little PT750. You see how it's badly damaged there. Now then, that does need a new belt. My belt man Bob is down Wales for a couple of days, so we're going to have to head up there and try and patch this up because we need some clean 3-inch, and without that running we're not getting any clean 3-inch. So the only thing we can really do is either cut it out and put a patch in it or clip it. So I'm probably going for the clipping it option, but we'll decide that when we get there. Also, that roll-on roll-off skip in the workshop will be finished this week, and we're going for blast and paint. So before it goes for blast and paint, we'll show you it going on and off a wagon. All right, let's head up to Bacup. All right, so we just arrived at Bacup. This is a little power screen 750. Now let's take a look inside the box. Look at the damaged belt. Oof. Now then, that's a problem. So I'm just trying to think how that could have actually happened, really. And the only explanation for it is if it's been blocked up and they've gone in with a bucket to try and clean it out, because it'll have been blocked so the belt wouldn't run. That's the only real way that that could have happened. So what does happen sometimes, if they do get blocked, they get in with a shovel and start digging it out, or if they lift the box up like it is at the moment in that position and try and dig it out with the excavator. So I'll leave it at that for that one. We'll just try and fix it there. So what we're going to do, I need to travel that belt round. You can't repair it in that position, so we'll travel the belt round so it's down underneath. We'll build this stone up here so we can actually be at that height to get some clips into the belt. That's our only option at the moment. It does need a new belt, but we can't get a belt for a couple of days, so we'll clip it, see how it is, and if we think it's good to go, we'll leave it till it does actually fail. And it's freezing up here, so get my overalls on. Tell Steve you need some stone here. So what we're going to do is fire a load of clips in here, here, here and here. But first of all I want some stone here so I can get to a decent height where we can reach it and drill it. Mess that though, mess. Alright, so these are your clips that we use. We've got an 8mm thread them. And we'll clip it like every couple of inches, like that. So directory, it is a bit of a time consuming thing this, so you might as well just set the camera up over there and put it on a bit of warp, and then we'll come back to this once it's actually clipped. I'll say I'll probably do that, you know. It's only going to last a couple of days anyway, this. It's not going to last long. So what we'll do, just cut that off now, Carl. We'll put a soft pad on. We'll soft pad over the top of all these. It looks like it's been butchered to death, doesn't it? But if you just step back, director, step back. If you look at this, how we've folded the conveyor. So it'll be dead easy to put a new belt on it. All you do is take this return roller off, take this guard off, the belt drops, and then you can get your clamps on and you press to vulcanise a new belt on. But that won't last long, but it will last enough until my belt man can come and put a new belt on it. But the problem we'll have here now is that, see all these guards? These clips will just catch the guards, as you'll see in a minute when we run it. And eventually, if we was to leave it, it'd just rip it off. So we're just going to soft pad all them now, and then we'll run it and show you. It won't last long, this repair, but it'll last long enough to get the material out that they need. I'll just run the belt cap. Hear it? About to come round any second. Let's just hope it lasts a couple of days, eh? I'm not happy with that. But you make the best of a bad situation. So I just want to see some material going through the box and off the belt. So this material that's coming off is like 45mm down. We'll be getting the cleaner, bigger material at the other side of the box. You see how there's not much fines in that? Well, that's what this process is all about, just pulling all the fines out. Right, director. Right, so that'll do for now until Bob can get up here, which will be a couple of days' time, which will actually be next week now. So just hoping it lasts that long. Like I say, I'm not happy with that, but it is what it is, isn't it? Right, director, so we've just got a breakdown come in. We've got an A25. If we look at the camera here now, wire snapped on back door. It's bent the arm on the back door. And it's snapped all the bolts at that side, can you see? All the bolts are snapped. So what we've done, we had a spare back door around the corner in plant yard. I've just got Callum to take the wire rope off. That's what snapped. And also get me a set of bolts that we need for the back door, they're M16s. Now then they need that little bit of tube on there. I think it actually takes some stress out of the bolts for some reason. It allows them to stretch a little bit. But anyway, the job's over in shore, so. Alright guys, so this is in the last chapter that we repaired one of these exhausts off a Volvo tipper, yeah? So this is off another 21 plate tipper. Now then, from that piece from there to there, to buy from Volvo, you won't believe how much it is, 1,400 quid. Right, so obviously that's too far gone for us to repair there. So what I've done is ordered a piece of tube that size, and we'll cut that back and cut it back here and weld it into that piece there. So we'll weld the section into that basically. Do you know what I mean? But again, Volvo 21 plate, absolutely ridiculous. So the roll on roll off skip, I pulled Cal off welding that. He's just doing some verts on there, look. So that's vertical welding. Callum's going to come with me to shore. Cal, you ready? Let's go. Come on. Alright, so we just arrived at shore. Looking at this tailgate. A bit of a mess. Look round this side. Look at the bend in that arm. So it's sheared all the bolts at the other side, at the near side. Snap the wire up. And now there's a couple of options here. Try and straighten it on, or take it off and straighten it on the ground. Now then, they are actually on like a spherical bearing. If you come round the other side, if you look at this arm here, so this should move freely. Yeah, you see how it moves on a bearing. Right, so I think the best option will be to take this off, unbolt it on them 24s there, so they're M16mm bolts. Take it off, take this arm off, get it on the ground, get a couple of buckets or something, try and find some solid ground to put it on, and straighten that arm out. Nice little job for a good little bit of content here. 24s, Cal, yeah? Not gone. Yeah, we'll take it off. That'll be the easiest option. Now then, to take it off, we'll take this back end off first. Like I say, we'll drop these 24s out, and then all you have to do is take these two bolts out here, and that plate will turn, and as it turns, that lifts off. All right. So they have a little lifting eye on these back doors just to lift them on and off. We'll get a chain on that and I'll put it on the hitch in a minute. I'm just going to cut the ends of these bolts off because the threads are damaged on the ends. I really need to be reusing these bolts. So easy that came off then. Just taking the end of the threads off. Now I know some people don't like me using not impact sockets on impact guns, yeah, but it's snap-on, isn't it? Who's bothered? You get a new one if it breaks. No problem. way, Paul. Go. Right, what's going to happen is this is going to try and drop. Yeah, because there's no wire rope on it, so it'll try and drop this arm. I'm just going to loosen this and just see how free it comes. You got the weight there, Paul? Oh. See if it'll lower down, pull it back and see if it'll lower down. That's it. See if it'll lower down now. That way with it, Paul. Right, track forward. Track forward. Come on, keep tracking. Lower it to the ground. Hold it there. Slow it to the right. Whoa. Come on. Oh. Oh. Oh, take it up at that. Hold it there. Check the weight. Back a touch, go back a touch. Oh. Oh, there. Oh, there. Right. So I think what we'll just put it on the ground at the moment. We'll put a sleeper under one end and just track over it, try and get a little bit of that bend out of it. Down, Paul. Push it this way, Cal. Try pushing it down with the hitch first. Down your hitch. Yeah, go on. Come on. Hold it there, Paul. Go on, nice and steady. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hold it there. Back up, straighten your hitch out. Or your hitch more flat. Yeah, like that, yeah. Go on, keep it straight. Go on. I'll go and get us out of the sleeper out at van. Go on. Go on. Did you pick your machine up? No? Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. lift the machine up direction. We'll do a little bit more, Paul. That's it, move your hitch back. That's it, go on, keep doing that. Give it a little bit of a bounce. Whoa, hold it there, lift it up. Lift it up, up. We'll put a sleeper under this end, we might need to put some heat on it, yeah? Right from then. Put that on. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Right, Paul. Let's push right on this spot here. That's it, go on at that. Get all your hitch on it, Paul, move that way a touch. Go on that way a touch, that's it, down at that. I'll just try it. Lift up, Paul, up. Right, go that way a touch. Up, down. Have a look at that. Right, give it a belt. Come on. That's it, come on. Ready? Over there. Yeah, that sleeper here.
Yeah.
You look it. Over there. Now, please. Right, Paul. Give another belt there. Come on. Come on. Oh. Right, that'll do. Let's just pick it up and have a look off change. Probably could just do a touch more of that. Touch more here. Quick tight fix anyway. It's probably a little bit more the other way in the middle, Cal. You see it?
Yeah.
So we want a little bit more at this end, a little bit more here, and a little bit the opposite way in the middle. Yeah. Onto flat bar, yeah. That's it. That's it. Go on. Go. Put that. Touch more here. Here, yeah. One. Right, up. Too much. This way a bit, Paul. Yeah, go on with that, yeah. One. Up. It's alright, isn't it? So it's just that end where it's got a little kink. Yeah? Right. We'll just do the end again, flip it back over the other way, we'll just get that end a little bit more. Right, I'd say another little push here, it should be alright. So Paul, I want you here now. Yeah, straight down, back this way a touch. Whoa. Right, lift it up, let me see if it's moved it. Lift it up. It's not too bad, just a touch more. Come on, give it a little belt. Oh, up at that. A little twist in it, but I reckon it'll probably be alright. Straight go up a bit, Paul. Lower it down, lower it down. We'll take the wire rope out, back a touch. And we'll put the wire rope back on before we lift the arm up. Might be a tight in there, that. Yeah, it's tight in there, that. There's a bigger punch, Cal. Put it on floor, Paul, lean it against this wheel. She's tight in there. Pull it over, Paul. I'll do. Punch. Alright. Middle. Up a bit, Paul. Punch back in. Punch in. Wire up. Up, Paul. Little hammer, Cal.
Yeah, you like.
Is she home?
Yeah.
Right, Cal, we need this one out of here. Got spanner. Right, let's knock that out, Cal. Little hammer. Right, so now we've got the old rope off, the new rope on. All we need to do is lock this plate back in, put the rope back on, and then we'll put the back end back on. These tailboards are really easy to do when they're together. They're harder to do like this. Back towards you, Paul. Go on. Whoa. Oh, down a touch. Oh, back of it. Oh, up a touch. Oh, little hammer, Cal. That's it, got it. Little hammer. Should be able to take a tailboard on and off in 25 minutes. Bolts go. It's 21 that. Then 15, 17. Oddball sizes on Volvo, yeah, 15 and a 17. 22, 24. That's 221s. Right, we'll get this back end back on now. I'm just going to tip the skip a little bit just to keep the arms away from the skip. Go on, go on. Oh, that'll do. I'll make it a bit easier for us to get this on. Get the bottom all in first and then we can push it back to get the top one in. Up. Hold it there, Paul. I want to get this bottom hole in first, yeah? Then we can push it over. Calver's bolts. There's a gun cowl and spanner. Just gun that up a little bit.
See if we've got the right size today.
Just take it up a touch. Push it that way a bit, Paul. Oh, I'll do. Just get these in loose now, put the other side on and before we gun anything up. Bolt cut. So we need to put the back ones in first because it's got a packer plate in. Now it should have a packer plate in the other side, but it's missing from when it came off. Be able to slide it down onto that bolt. Yeah, I'll just gun that up a touch. We got a proper podger bar in it.
Add some new bolts on it.
The bolt. They're working. Right, so we'll just tip it up and back down now, see if it's centralised. So what I'm looking for really, if it's coming back down in the centre of the skip. Down! Not catching the sides. Hang on. Good. Beautiful. Alright, director, so we've got another breakdown. We've now got a ZX160. That's your link arms. And that's your pin dipper to bucket pin that's snapped. So a busy day, lad. Let's get going. Right, so we're back at plant yard now with this ZX160. But I just want to start with this here, director. So we've got a 16.5 ton Cabelco here that I did a recovery operation on down in Southampton. Alright, it's a 2020 machine, but I'm actually selling the track frame and the blade. So the track frame and the blade are for sale. We're going to take the turret off. Unless somebody wants to buy a whole lot, come at me with an offer. But the track frame's good and the blade's good. Yeah, and if you want to watch the recovery operation, it was actually a really good bit of filming that we did as well. If you go to my Instagram page, right, if you go to my Instagram page, in fact, and go to South Recovery, and the whole recovery operation is there within that job. Alright, it's a really good watch actually, that. So give it a watch on Instagram. So that is for sale if anybody's interested, track frame and blade. So let's get over to the 160. Now then, if we look at these link arms, this pin snapped. And I know what people are going to think straight away, driver abuse, yeah, operator abuse. But this has happened 3 times now. Right, this has happened 3 times. I can't understand why it's happened 3 times, but I don't think it's operator abuse. So we've got a 70mm pin here, and obviously these 160s run on 20 ton buckets. If we look at the bush, it's actually done a bit of damage to the eye here, so it needs a new bush. Oh, it's damaged the eye on the end of the ram. Come around this side, director. It's worn the bush there. But these link arms are actually oh, have we got another 160 yard?
There's another one in over there, yeah.
Right, so we've got another one we can look at. But really what we want to do is take these 2 link arms off now, these 2 main ones, and put them together. And they should sit flush when they're together, yeah? And if they're not sitting flush, obviously then you can see if they're a little bit bent one way or the other. So we'll just take it apart now and then put them on the floor, and then we'll probably have a wander across the yard and just compare it to another one. But I'd say, what is it, 3rd one this now, Al?
3rd time it's happened.
3rd time, yeah. So yeah, you get it quite often on 130s when you got a breaker on and the arriving breaker, then you'll break it and then you'll bend these link arms. But
come standard with a 4-foot bucket, these.
Come standard with a 4 foot.
4 foot, and then they're putting 5-6 foot buckets on them.
Are they?
Yeah, you've got to get them up there.
Yeah, that won't help then. You know what I mean? But let's get it apart, Carl. 24s. Take these bolts out. You can do. Send it over, yeah. Oh. Bringing that. Right, so I can just tell by looking at them now. You see how they're bending in. I know they're supposed to be a little bit bent in like that, but they've gone way too far then. So if we were to put the new pin in there now, it'd be like sitting up here, wouldn't it? There's no way it's going to go through both of them. So what we'll do, we'll knock this pin out here and get them up floor and see where we're at. Right. Up. Right here, Carl, that other one. Oh yeah, well bent. The only problem with these is the cast, yeah? Look at that. Mile out. So what we'll do there, we need both pins sailing in perfectly, yeah? But there can't be any, it can't be tight. Them pins need to be nice and smooth as they go in and out, yeah? Look at the gap there, and look at the gap there. So what we'll do, we'll take that, we'll take this pin out with us. We'll take it back to the workshop. I have got another new pin, that one that's broke there. I have a new one of them at the workshop, 70mm pin, and we'll put these in the press to see if we can press them straight. Now they've already been stressed, which I'm a little bit concerned about because they're a cast steel, but we'll press them back. If they break, they break. You will see as we put them in the press.
Right.
Let's just have a look at this other 160 here. Right, so if you look, you can see it is a little bit deceiving. Can you see how they've got that bend in it? But they will be perfectly in line. You stand back, director. They will be perfectly in line. All right, so I'll just flip the hitch all back and forth. Yeah, so we'll bang, we'll put them in the press and see if they go back. You never know, they might just go bang and shatter. Doubt it, but you never know. Right, so here we are in our truck shop. This is a 100-ton press. And now what we're looking for here now is, if you just get a straight edge, so I've got a metre rule here. They've got to be flush. Everywhere's got to be flush. Can you see you've got that gap there? The gap there. Look at this side. You see the gap at the other side there. Right, now I don't even know if these are going to straighten, yeah? Fortune these. Fortune. So the other option is get some bosses and make our own out of steel and put some new bushes in. Or let's just see if we'll, because it's actually, look, it's actually twisted that as well. If you look down that director, can you see it's twisted? Yeah. So it needs to go like that, doesn't it? It's gonna be tricky, this, you know. Be surprised if we can get these back straight, I'll be honest. But we're just going to go for a standard push at the moment and see if we can get a bit of movement out of it. We'll just see if press will reach. It probably won't reach there. Right, so we're just going to see if it actually moves at all. You can see the movement, can't you? Just gone a bit. I'm just worried about this actually cracking and breaking. So if you're ever using a press, always make sure you've got glasses on, yeah? Especially with something like this, to stay clear. Move then, didn't it? Oh, look at that. That's not far off.
Bang on.
Right, so the only trouble is now it's twisted that way. Now it's twisted that way. So to get that back is going to be hard. What we'll basically have to do is put that back in the machine, get a bar and try pulling it around, heat it up and try twisting it. Now that we've got it straight that way, we need to twist it the other way. I don't think the press would be able to do it like that. Still got a gap at that side, haven't we? There's still a bit of a gap at that side there. So it's got a slight twist in it. I'm trying to see if the twist will come out. It probably won't come out like this, but I'm just trying it. More that way that it's out, that's out that way. So if you go to that side and put the ruler on that side like that, you'll be able to see easier with the camera then. So if you look at the rulers, see how far the rulers are out. So the only way really would be to clamp that end down, get a pepper pot on it and twist it back. You know what I mean? You'll probably have to weld it to the edge. Not an easy operation, because they are an absolute fortune. Bet they're £2 a piece then. Yeah. So we ain't paying that. I'm making before I buy one anyway. Through that plate, Cal. Right. Through that plate.
You bad job making a morning.
Yeah. Right, yeah, so that's twisted the same. So what we'll do, we'll just take it back down a bit to make it easier for when we do put heat on it. Yeah? See that now? Whereas the ruler was up here before, wasn't it? So it's gone back down, but it needs to go the other way. Right. I'll have to come up with a plan director on this one. Right, so this link arm, I am a little bit worried about putting some heat into this, yeah. So as you can see the twist in it, can you see the twist in it down the camera director or not? Yeah. Right, so we've already pressed it back straight, haven't we? There is still a little bit more to go, but it's that twist more than anything that we've got to get out of it. So the only way we're going to get that twist out is to get pepper pot on that, heat it up, basically clamp that down, put a bar in it and a bar in it and twist it back. Yeah, and then get a level on the bar and a level on that bar, then you can get all your measurements and get it bang on. But, which is doable, it's doable, yeah, but it's like, how much stress am I putting into that by doing that? That's what I'm worried about. Do you know what I mean? So there's obviously a safety factor here, it's a link arm at the end of a dipper arm. So if they were to fail after I'd done that, then I'd feel responsible for that. Right, so I'm going to think about that a little bit more. But I do have a company that I use called MJ Lavin over Ellesmere Port, where they are. and they actually do make link arms themselves, or buy them in, should I say, made up. But it'll be steel fabricated, yeah, it won't be cast like that. I'd have said so anyway. If they've got any, I'll get in contact with them and see, guys. And if they have got one, I think we'll just buy 2 of them off them, because we're not going to buy them off Hitachi, they're too much money. Yeah. So let's just forget about that for a minute. Here, we've got the T-cab off the road, right? So this is the exhaust from the engine down to the silencer, basically. Yeah. As you can see, it's broke there on the flex. Now then, on a normal Scania, that's your exhaust piece, right? That's it. Now on a T-cab, they're obviously built in a different, I think they're built in Holland, aren't they? So, and they're extended, and that's your extension piece there. Right, so for some reason they've cut it down. It's not Scania that's done this, it's the people who do the conversion, yeah? So, Scania have asked me if I can come up with my own design for our T-cab, and maybe they'll use it again further down the line with other T-cabs, you know. But looking at that now, I can't see why we can't just cut a piece of pipe. It's whatever, if we take it on the right angle there, to get that bang on it right spot. Yeah, something similar like that. Just getting that angle right, getting that angle bang on. Anyway, but that's how we get our angle, something similar like that, yeah. And what we do is get a piece of stainless tube, cut that on the angle, right? And if I had that clamp end, then I could make my own altogether, but I haven't, so we could reuse that. So basically what we could do is cut a piece of tube and join it here, but it is on an angle that way as well. You see, if you look underneath there, it's on an angle both ways. So I think the best option would be to try and basically copy off that in this position, tack it up, leave that as an original piece like it was, and go and try it back on the truck outside, tacked up, so we can see it's a nice snug fit. If it's not a nice snug fit, then we'd have to alter it so it fits perfectly, yeah, because if that's obviously been stressed, so it's been in a stressed position for it to break that flex. Right, it's T-cab, what, it's only 12 month old or something, isn't it? 18 month old, something like that. So we don't usually get problems with exhaust on Scanias, to be honest. So, but the T-cab, it's a different breed, isn't it? So yeah, I think we'll start by cutting that on an angle, get that end cut off, get it tacked together, and then we'll go and lift it up towards the truck and see where we're at from there. Right, director, these link arms, can't get them. So I am going to have to try and make them right. But can you see, we've got like a 10mm gap at that end there. So the link arm is actually stepped, yeah? It's actually stepped like that. So it's twisted, as we've got it level at this end here. We put a bubble on that end. You can see how far out it is, yeah? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to weld it to the trestle, put a bar in that end, get some heat on here and twist it back. But my only concern is at the moment, I don't know which way around that should be. So that step there, say 8mm, whereas this one here isn't. Right, can you see how it's level that way down? But what you've got is, that's 90mm, that's 100mm. So it does step. Now I don't know how much it steps, so I'm going to have to go around to the machine and put a rule on the machine and check it, yeah? So that, we'll have to jump on that in a minute. This is a little exhaust that's coming off a Ford Ranger that we've got. So what we do with these, we don't bother buying the exhaust, we'll just change the flex in it, yeah? So we'll just cut it there and there. You get this same size tube, same size pipe, and we'll cut it there and there and weld that in. You see how Cal, you just about to do this, yeah? See how he's marked it there and there? And what you do, you get a straight line down that flex there, and then you put it all back into the same spot. Yeah, dead easy, straightforward, 10-minute job. Put direct to. I'm going to, oh, in fact, we'll go and look at the scanner, then we'll just put the exhaust back on, and then I'm going to have to go and look at the machine to see what position them link arms actually are. So that's our new exhaust fitted in there. And what I'm thinking is, really it could do with a joint and a clamp in that position there where that weld is. So then it'd be dead easy if we ever had an issue further down the line. But yeah, dead straightforward. Great job. Alright, so we've got a fresh ZX160 here with the link arms already on. And as you can see, if you look at them, director, can you see there's like a little bend in it like that? But it isn't really a bend, right? That is just stepped that way. So that's what I need to know. So by putting that rule on there, I know that it's stepped that way. So the outsides will be flush, right? And the inside's stepped. So it'll be stepped like that, can you see? So about 10 mil, which it will be 10 mil, won't it? It will be 10 mil. That's 90, that's 100, yeah. So I now know that it's stepped in 10 mil that way, flush. So it is going to be a little bit tricky, this, getting them back in the right spots. Right, so I'd say that this is going to run into the next chapter. Because we're getting near the end of this chapter now, guys, so if you want to watch this, watch the next one. So now he's done that, that's going to go back on the Ranger. I told you that I'd only take you 10 minutes.
7 actually.
I told you it'd take you 10 minutes.
7.
He pulled his face right when he said 10-minute job, yeah? Look how much money we've just saved there by doing that. Only a few quid that, yeah? We'll get them men to put it back on there.
Please
Right, so that's the last weld done on the skip. We've just got a hook loader coming round in a minute to hook up to it. So all them welds have been done vertically. Cal's done 90% of this work, I'd say, yeah, Cal?
What's that?
Done 90% of this work.
Yeah.
So we've put the gusset plate in here, gusset plate in here. You look round there, director. We put one at the top there, going back that way. And there's a wagon for it now. So we put new full new airframe, as you know. 180V75 PFC. The same again with the sub chassis underneath. We put 200V100 box sections at the front. We've just welded a plate on the back door on the tailgate. Just a quick job on that there. Just a little bit of cleaning up to do at the bottom there once it's hooked up onto the wagon. But this is the test now. This is the wagon, and we're just gonna. This is its first lift. Yeah, so I'd say we've saved a fortune by doing this. Now then, these skips are big money from Thompson's. I'd say between 15 and 20 grand for one of these. And like I say, this was a scrapper. We put £1,000 worth of materials into it, and that's the steel plate, a bit of box, and some C-section. Probably about 1,200 quid actually. And 40 hours, Cal? About 40 hours? 40 hours. Right. Now then, a few comments have been saying that you've not been looking as happy as your usual self. What's up with you?
Always happy.
Huh?
Always happy.
See? Viewers have nothing to worry about our cow. Right. Oh, coming in, lad. Callum is my right hand man, you know that, don't you? Everybody sees Callum by my side, he is my right hand man, yeah? Oh, the Kempy. Kempy fast, Mick. Nothing better. Right, so that's it for this chapter, guys. This will now go to the for blasting and paint. I think the director, you've got plenty for this one, yeah? Yeah? Right, sound. Please like, subscribe and share, as you always say. Check out the other episodes and I'll catch you on the next one.